Stacy with She's Got Yarn. How's everyone doing? Tonight, I'm gonna just sit and crochet in my spot. I gotta find my hook. I've lost my hook. I have probably six and a half hooks, the clover, and I can only find one. And now I can't find my last one. Hold on. I think the dog's laying on it. Oh, Mavi's finally getting up in this spot. Hold on. Okay, oh, here it is. Found it. Found it. Anyways, last night I got a good night's sleep. Finally, and so tonight I'm an hour early recording, so I'm going to get to bed an hour earlier. I hadn't mentioned it, but I've had some type of, I don't know if I'm allergic to something I'm eating, but for the past month I've had a kind of like a GI bug. I thought it was a GI bug, but it comes and goes, and I think I don't know. I'm wondering if I'm developing an allergy for a certain type of food. Aw, Zeus, you can get up here. He went to jump up on the ottoman and Maverick was already there. Poor baby. Anyways, I had to frog something. I made too many rows on something. So now I gotta wind it back up. I love these things. You guys know I can't say it enough. And maybe tonight I've got some really cute videos of Susie earlier. I might share those with you at the end. She's so stinking cute. Is this thing coming unscrewed? Yeah, it was. Okay. That's the first time I've had any question about the function of these things. So you got to check and make sure it's tight. I'm working with sugar wheel cotton. A lot of people love this yarn. It's nicer than some, I will say that. But I've got this new cotton silk from Guchet. What's so cool is I was just watching Jaxie and Laura, I think Mad Mimi Crochet, bought her some. I thought that was really cool. The same stuff, some of the new stuff I showed, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday. My eyes are puffy. I think it's because my stomach's been killing me all day, so I've been laying around, and that's what happens when I lay around too much. I get puffy eyes. Hopefully they'll be better tomorrow. Almost there, because I want to put this all back on because I'm making sleeves for my project. Now I'm starting the sleeves. That wasn't that big a deal, it just fell. Oh no. I've got a knot. Why? And not in its black yarn. I can't see. Can't see where the knot is. Which way to go to take it out? There, I see it. Maybe we'll get lucky here. It's almost there. Today I've been winding up yarn, more yarn. I've almost got the basket empty. Here, I'll show you. It was half full. So that's all I got left. And once I empty that, I'm going to put the yarns that I'm going to be putting in mystery boxes in this basket. And I don't know. I want to just try to organize, and I may just try to fill up those boxes. But it's, I don't want to just throw any old yarn in there. I want to make sure you guys can make something, you know. So hang on one sec. Back. You just had to come and visit me. He's there because Maverick took his spot. All right. He jumped on the couch and I moved everything over. And my hook is missing again. There it is. I'm sitting on it. I broke the tip off of one of my hooks. I've never broken. I've never broke a hook before. Not now. I'm wrong. I dropped a furls and broke it. And I've received them broken too, so. All right, let's start with the black. We need a chain, a sleeve for me. Well, anyways. I'm just gonna chain it as long as my arm, and if I'm off, I'll just take one out. You know what I mean? So I can talk to you guys. Look at my damn doll. She's on her side. I need to straighten those shelves. Straighten them out. I've got my hooks and my knitting needles there. Some of them. And I have actually a cart just for my notions, you know, hooks and needles. Yeah. But I've already measured how wide I want. I was going to do it this way, but it'd probably be easier for me to do it that way. I got a pink sweater. Let me go look at my pink sweater. Hang on one second. Put my hook there where I can find it. Now that I'm looking at this sweater, you see this sweater I made? I made this in Sarasota when I met all my Zoom sisters. But I could have done this sleeve. See how I did this line? I could have done it this way, but instead I thought that it blended better like that. And you know what? The sleeve that I was making, I was going to do it this way. It's granny stitches. I think I'm going to go in the round. Put my pitch on this. Oh, I wanted to show you. This is Guchet top that I made. And the top, I need to frog it. I made a mistake. And so, yeah, it's coming apart. But anyways, it was a short sleeve. And that's that silk. This stuff is so squishy. And you know, it looks thin, but it kind of gets, I feel like it gets puffy when you start working with it. It's not that thin. And I used a lace stitch. There was a sweater by a designer. I don't know if you can see that. But it's like 2 trebles, chain 2, 1 double crochet, skip. I guess you skip till the next lace stitch and do 2 trebles, and then you turn and it goes back the other way. But it's such a beautiful stitch, and this color is so pretty. I need to frog this because I made some big boo-boos, but this is back when I'm, was still learning, but I was able to share it with you guys. But it's come undone. One side is longer than the other side. Somehow I did that. That's okay. So, but this is my first sweater. This is out of that big twist, no, Hobie fluffy yarn. Something fluffy. This beautiful yarn. I still have a bunch of it, and the big twist came out with the same yarn, but just it was named something different. But yeah, I used the stitch that I used with a herringbone, double crochet herringbone. It turned out so pretty. And this is, I chained a bunch and then went back and forth in the back loop. The cuff. It's the first time I ever did a cuff like that. And while I was there, Jaxie was giving me some intel advice on how to taper the sleeves down. So they're kind of tight, but that's okay. It turned out really nice. And see the collar, the band here? It's all just single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, go back around and single crochet in the chain space, and that's how it turned out. And I even did the bottom like that. And that is in also a pattern that that lace stitch, but it was a sweater, and this is what they used for the bottom band. Turned out really pretty, but I want to make that sweater again. It's made by Pam, summer cardigan. I'd never be able to find it right now. And oh, I forgot what I measured how wide my sleeves are supposed to be. And I forgot. I think it's 9. Let's see. So it would be 14 inches long to wrap around. But let's give it some grace. Let's see. Hopefully I'll be done with this by the end of the week so I can reveal what I'm making. You guys probably can figure it out, but I don't want to share it until I'm done. So 7 and 7 is 14. Yeah. I'm going to do one more chain. Give it some ease. Maybe 2 more. Yeah. Whoops. One, 2. One, 2. Okay, we're working with black yarn. All right. This first row is going to be, it's going to stink, but that's okay. So 1, 2, and double crochet. Oh. Nothing much has been going on today. My mom injured her knee, and the doctors had to give her injections. She does too much, and you can't tell her that, though. She's stubborn. No. No. So it's 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. This is first row that you can't see. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Oh. The first row of clusters. I'm making an outfit, and I'm making one to match for Susie. 1, 2. Boy, it's really hard to see. I have a neck light right here, but it might aggravate you guys. I don't know. I need to charge it. Hopefully that won't bother you guys too much. But I can see now. Yep. Look at ZC. You sound sheep. 1, 2. Now Tim's worried. The new puppy, he goes, she's going to shed. I said, yeah, they all shed. I said, if I wanted a dog that didn't shed, I would have got a poodle, but I don't want to get a poodle. You have a poodle. You like poodles. I like labs. I like retrievers. But I'm hoping she's a runt. Supposedly she's a runt. I'm hoping she doesn't get bigger than her mommy and daddy. It doesn't matter if she does. It doesn't matter. I don't think she'll get that big. And I just got to be careful what I feed her. Miss Marley, Miss Oink Oink, she was the puppy that, when she was a puppy, I was feeding them that Purina, not Purina, it was like a science diet. I was getting it from my vet, and then I found an online company that sold dog food, the same dog food. Anyways, actually, there was something wrong with the food because we finally figured it out. Well, anyways, I fed, it's when I had Daisy. I had Marley when I had Daisy. And, anyways, Daisy got real sick. It was because she was overweight. It was some type of a diet for overweight dogs. And Marley was chunky monkey. So I put the two girls on this diet. Well, Miss Marley, she was mischievous puppy. She always got into the food. She would get into the pantry. If you didn't seal that door on the pantry, she would eat everything on the bottom shelf. But anyways, I came home one day and somebody got into that bag of food. I know it was Marley. But anyways, what was scary was Daisy started getting real lethargic, and then Marley started getting sick. And I was feeding these dogs. I fed it to them for, I don't know, a couple weeks. And I didn't realize it was the food. But anyways, I took Daisy in to the vet, and she was in renal failure. She had a couple things she was failing. She was dying. Anyways, we stopped that food, and even Marley was getting sick. I didn't know what it was. And we finally figured it out. Was that food? There was something about that food. I probably should have hired a lawyer, but I don't work that way. Well, I didn't at the time, but after what I went through, a couple years ago, getting sued, I wouldn't hesitate to sue now. Yeah. These companies, after I figured out, you learn a lot of how they, like, my dogs probably got cancer because of the food I fed them. Sorry about that. But anyways, why was I telling you that story? Because of Marley. She got into that bag, and when she got sick, I thought it was because she ate too much food, but it was the food. Because then Daisy got sick. I almost lost her, from renal failure. 1, 2, okay. So, I'll never buy from an online pet food. Well, that's a lie. I did buy, remember the girl that played on Grey's Anatomy? Is it Dizzy or what? Anyway, she has this dog food that she's created to make dogs feel younger and healthier and whatever. But anyways, my dogs got sick on that food, so I don't do that online crap anymore. I stopped buying raw meat because my vet was getting on to me about it, and I couldn't cook it because I wasn't too sure what was in there. A lot of these dog food companies, it's not just beef. There's horse, But anyways, I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm guessing. I'm sure. You can tell by the color of the meat. It's real rich. It almost looks like deer meat. There's no fat in it. And cow has fat in it. But I just buy the food at Publix. 1, 2. My count was perfect, y'all. 1, 2. Awesome. I didn't even keep track of it. I need to count it before I do the other sleeve. We want them to match. I'm probably going to regret not doing them the long ways. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I'm going to count the stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Wait, I gotta. No, I'm gonna. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clusters. So it's so hard to count the stitches because I can't see them very good. So I'm just gonna, it's 3 times, would it be 3 times 12? So it'd be 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, right? Let's try this flashlight here. The battery's low. I better go plug this in. hate it when my phone gets on this thing. I have a pen or a pencil. This should. That should be fine. If it's not, it's not. And I do the stack single crochets. I do 3, 2, 3, and then where you going, Zeus? He when he sits down, it's real slow. You got arthritis? GC? Boy, that's really stretched out. Because I probably went into the top of the stitch instead of having 2 loops. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. This thing's so nice. It's spinning, but it's not tangling. It's nice. And it pulls so easy. This first and second row is always the ugliest, I think. But once you stretch it out, it's fine. But I change colors several times with this pattern, and I call it a thumb knot. Some people call it a miracle knot. I got a little tutorial on my playlist. I only have a couple tutorials on my playlist, but that one is on there. And then I have one that how I connect my granny squares. And I've done a lot of Christmas squares. There they are, right there. I got those. I've got to sew in the ends for Miss Billy. I don't know how many. I think it's like 40 something. I think it's 42. Squares per blanket. And then I want to do Halloween squares. And the squares that I have, the pattern was created by Pamela's Adoring Crochet. It was one of her Halloween crochet alongs, and I'm gonna try to pull them down. I can't get to them because of other stuff. But if I can't, I will just look up the pattern on Pamela Adoring Crochet's channel. It was a Halloween granny squares. Okay, now I gotta get the top of this. Okay. I need to put my gloves back on. The gloves are helping. It took me a little bit to get used to them. but doing better with them. I was trying to explain to you guys about neuropathy, me getting neuropathy, and I got a phone call or something. I had to cut it out, what I was talking about. Anyways, speaking of which, I need to turn the ringer off on that. But, no, that's the wrong phone. No, it's the right phone. But anyways, I was using those gloves, they're helping. But I've been getting, it's almost like a restless leg syndrome, but it's in my hands. It's nerve discomfort, tingling, but it's, sometimes I can't crochet when I'm getting those feelings. It messes with my creativity. And I take 3 tablets of magnesium a day to help with that, and it's helped a great deal. But my hands, I'm just having pain in my hands, and I'm having like this restless thing with my hands. I'm getting these sensations. My mom has it, neuropathy. She has it mostly in her legs. I'm getting it in my toes. But I've had a couple episodes at night where I'm having shooting pain down my legs. You can tell it's nerve pain. I guess it's just part of getting older. The fun things we go through. I'm sinking in my couch. Okay. I should have looked at this. Where this started. Oh. You know what, guys? I might have messed up. Didn't even think about that. Okay, I can only do 2 rows. Right? Yeah, only 2 rows. Okay, so now I gotta change. I gotta frog this back a little bit. Gotta change to white. This is that, I call it the thumb knot. A lot of people, maybe that's not what it's called, but to connect colors, I wrap it, and then I wrap again in front of the first wrap, and then I bring that string and on the inside there, right? See, I have it wrapped. So you have, okay, you hold your string like that, and then you're working yarn. Hold on. You want them to match up. You wrap it, okay, around like that, and then you wrap it again, and you want to wrap it in front of the first wrap, and then you're going to bring this in, and then I tuck it underneath both strands, and it'll never come undone. And you can trim it up. This knot isn't my best knot because I was holding it in front of y'all. I'm going to do a better knot. So, okay. But anyways, I have a tutorial and it saves you so much time. Now you're going to have a little knot here and there. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't show up. Really doesn't in the long run. But if you're a perfectionist, you may want to just do it the old-fashioned way. But this is really helpful if you have to change colors several times, you know. Now, where's the sleeve? There it is. But I learned that from MJ Off the Hook. I'm going to be making her tank top. I bought her summer patterns. Was it summer or spring? I can't remember which one it was called. But I usually buy her stuff. She's an awesome designer. I made a lot of her blankets. Oh. It's not hanging. That's why it's not got resistance. It's because it wasn't hanging up. It was sitting on the counter there. The spindle. I can't wait to get the other spindles. I was watching The Secret Yarnery, and I know she didn't see my comment, but anyways, she was showing her new spindle, and it kept like bonking. Like, let me show you. I can do this without messing up everything. Okay, she said it kept hitting like that, but hers has got a bigger base, and I was trying to tell her the brand that I had and that it doesn't do that. So she wasn't crazy about it, but if she got this brand, I think she would like it much better. But if I sent her one, I wonder how much it would cost to send it to Africa. I mean, she makes it sound like it's real expensive, but I wonder if it's no more expensive than if I were to send something to the UK, you know? Or if it's much, much more than, you know, I don't know. But she has so many subscribers. My message, I'm sure she can't read all of our comments. But yeah, definitely the bigger one, you know, hits that thing, but these don't. These are kind of, they're not as bulky. And they really don't have to be bulky, you know? Because once you put the yarn on the bottom, see, it could be fatter than this, you know what I mean? Just as long as it's touching that, so this doesn't get, you know, tangled up. It just does this. It spins and it doesn't get tangled up or anything. It's really nice. And it doesn't hit the sides because it's not as bulky as Krista's over at the Secret Yarnery. I'm sinking in this couch. There. But anyways, I was talking about Halloween, right? Did I finish talking about that? But anyways, this pattern that Pamela during Crochet put out is really adorable. And I wasn't that experienced of a crocheter, so a lot of projects I didn't finish because I was just so slow. It was like I felt like everybody would leave me behind and I would never finish them. Now, there are some blankets I did finish. There's a blanket. It's a Halloween blanket in the I don't know. I got it at Joann's. It's a crochet book, but it's the Halloween series. I think it's Annie's, but I buy the Christmas and I buy the Halloween. Well, they have a blanket on there for Halloween that I made. I gave to my air conditioning service guy. He was like, I love that blanket. And I was like, here, you can have it. And then I did the same pattern with Christmas colors. It turned out so pretty. But I want to make that Halloween one again. Let me go get it. I know where it's at. I'm wondering what I have so much stuff crocheted. I almost want to maybe sell some of this stuff. You know, I mean, how many blankets can you give your family? I've given Kirkland and Gunnar several blankets. Some of them they still have, but some of them I don't see anymore. So I'm not sure if they're just put away. But let me go get that blanket. I think you guys will like it. It's really pretty. And maybe I can find the book. Okay. I actually found the magazine. This is the Halloween blanket I made that I gave away. And I loved it so much. And I actually went off a pattern. It was like one of the first few patterns I ever crocheted off of. This is a pattern a dear friend sent me. And I made a runner with it for Christmas for my table. And that cotton I'm using is Premier Cotton, the bulky. I love that yarn. But anyways, this is the Christmas blanket I made. The same stitches that are in this. Okay. Susie, stop. And I used, probably Big Twist at the time. And then that sparkly Christmas yarn. And so there's the middle. And then you do all those stitches. Several different types of stitches. You do bobbles. And then the other side is the same. So now let me stand back so you can see it. What's he barking at? Missy Prissy. What's he barking at? Chubby Wubby. But I think this blanket's so beautiful. And I think it would make a beautiful Boggy blanket. We would probably have to shorten up some of these rows. But if you changed it up a little bit. Because Christmas, or even, it doesn't even have to be Christmas. It could be, the rainbow colors. It could be fluorescent. But I'm thinking about doing it again. I really liked making this pattern a lot. I'm going to fold it in half. So those are all the stitches. I wonder how long and wide it is. Let me see. So it's a little too wide, but that's not a problem. We can shorten it. Yeah. It's 53 wide, but we could shorten. Yeah, we could shorten the width. Not chain as many. And then let's see how. So it's 60, so 50. So 50 comes to here, right here. So we just have to not do as many rows, maybe like in the middle here. Maybe just do 2 rows of the greenies are here. You know what I mean? Instead of what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of the red and green, we'll do 3 rows, you know, of each color, just to short up. But anyways, I'm gonna try to do a boggy blanket with this pattern. We'll see how it goes. I just love all the different stitches for Halloween, Christmas, or whatever. So that's my show and tell. So yeah, and then I broke out this granny square book, but we'll go through that another night. I've got a bunch of stuff flagged in here that I like. Some really pretty blankets, pillows. Oops, I just tore the page. There's bobble patterns. Triangle. They got all kinds of C to C. That's cute. Granny squares within a granny square. That's cute. This is kind of like what Pamela has for the Halloween. I like that. There's a goldfish. All kinds of granny squares in this book. They're so pretty. This is a patchwork blanket. Look at this blanket. Isn't that cool? Oh, there's a necklace. A big bag. Oh, look at this backpack. Is that not cute? That is really cute. And now I know how to crochet a lot better. And when I look at this book, it's so tattered. It's falling apart. It's got a lot of cute stuff in here. And the new book, it's all the same patterns. I thought about getting a new one because that one's been used so much. But yeah. Zeusy, what are you doing? He's circling. Don't. He's laying on the other sweater. So, the black. Let's see something. So the next would be black and white. Yeah. All right, guys. That's as much as I got done. But when I start concentrating, I stop talking sometimes. And that's not very entertaining, right? And I think we got a good hour, I think, of video. I have to look. I might have to delete some of it because I went and got those other sweaters out of the other room. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And maybe the next video I'll have these sleeves done. I doubt it. But I will have the ends sewn in all of these. I gotta sew in all the ends and all of these. I need to count them. But I wasn't sure if Billy needed, you know, not sure how many squares she needed. If she just needed, you know, a dozen, or if she needed squares for the whole blanket, or if she's gonna mix and match. I gotta watch her video again. I can't remember what she said. The last one I watched. But I heard Jackson tonight say something about 42 squares. I don't think I'm anywhere near 42 squares. I could easily just ask Miss Billy. Oops. There we go. All right. See, I'm getting quiet. Yeah, I gotta alternate these colors. It's a pain. I'll be so glad when I get these boxes all out of here. But I've been doing a little bit of everything. Yep. And now Maverick's on the floor. Look at Susie. She likes my yarn. I got cute pictures of her over there laying on that yarn. I think she'll love the puppy. I think she'll want somebody to play with. Her and Marley used to play really hard. Marley played too hard. I used to get on to Marley, not to, you know, she's just a baby. But Susie tries to play with the boys, and they have no interest in playing. Zeus he'll play bark with her, but he, you know, he doesn't wrestle with her for whatever reason. She's got the frizzies in her tail. What's it doing, Susie? Susie Q, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, cutie pie. Hey, Petey girl. Can you all see her looking at me? Cushion's kind of in the way. There she is. What you looking for? Huh? What are you looking for? Okay. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. She's really chubby. Yes, you're short and chubby. Yeah, you are. Daddy needs to stop feeding you so much. You're gonna blow up. Yeah. Yeah. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You make Daddy mad. Hanging out in here. She's been in here all day. All right, guys. I'm going to get off of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have a lot more progress on this sleeve. I'm just hoping I don't regret making it this way instead of long way. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm making her an outfit, but hers isn't going to be cotton. It's going to be acrylic. If I have some black and white bulky, Premier bulky, I'll do hers in that. just so I could use it up. But I don't know if I have black. I have every color but I think black. I might have black. I don't know. If I do, I'll make it out of cotton. If not, then I'll make it out of loops and thread, acrylic. But I think it'll be adorable. All right, guys. Love y'all. Mwah. You're so cute.
What do I do?
High five. Maybe some of my own poetry too.
High five.
High five. High five.
You might want to laminate the poem.
High five.
I love you. You're so cute. Here's the cutie pies. Zuzi and Navi.
Have you considered your winning tool?
Navi's happy.
Yeah, I've considered it.
Zuzi's happy too.
I think I know what it is.
They both keep licking each other's ears and causing yeast infection in their ears. They're driving me crazy.